Um, uh-oh, you don't like Yu-Gi-Oh? Uh-oh. Listen, when I well, okay. Why do you hate it? Because you might be able to solve it. Because think about it, like modern Yu-Gi-Oh now, you have access to so much stuff. So like if you don't like if you don't like how slow the cars go, if you don't like certain elements about the game, you can kind of get around them. Um Honestly, I'm trying to figure out what I can do about getting rid of my weakness in Yu-Gi-Oh! Because my weakness in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is getting my cards tributed. Um I really know how to get really strong monsters on the board really fast, but when the opponent uses like Nibiru and Lava Golem and Kaijus, those cards ruin my game so hard. That's understandable. I mean, I I like it. Like I like it a lot. I don't know. Because it kind of reminds me of like in games on the Game Boy Advance games, because like in the Game Boy Advance games, like when you finally beat everything and got enough for the cards, it kind of felt respectively like modern day Yu-Gi-Oh in a way. Because like what was it? There was a Game Boy Advance Yu-Gi-Oh game, and the best combo to do there was Cyberstein and Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon with Megamorph. So like we would always just fill our decks with Megamorph and Cyberstein and boom boom boom, and then we do it and then done. Yeah, I understand that. That makes sense. I don't know. Because for me, I was happy about it because there was a person who, like, he was super into Yu-Gi-Oh! And he scared me because he showed me how pendulum cards work. No, no, it was a Game Boy Advance one. It was the very first Game Boy Advance game that I'm talking about. I just don't remember the name. It might have been like Eternal Duel of Soul or something like that. I only played maybe two Game Boy Advance games of Yu-Gi-Oh! It was Eternal Duel of Soul, and then it was World Championship Tournament 2002 or something like that. That was the worst one though, World Championship Tournament, because like you had no idea um how to get to the next enemy. And there's a dude that made a review on that game, and it's incredibly accurate, because there's some duelists that you cannot fight if you have the right cards in your deck. So if you have a deck that you like, some duelists are just unavailable forever. Like there was a duelist where like you can't have Harpy's Feather Duster in your deck. Why would you not want Harpy's Feather Duster in your deck? So like I never saw them, because why would I not have that in my deck? And just dumb game, dumb game being dumb. But yeah, I'll fish out the video for that review if you want to see that. Oh, I'm done in here. Wow, I had no idea. Too busy talking, but that's a good thing. All right, never feel bad for talking to me. Have you ever played it? Cause like I said, I understand. Um, Personally, I wanted Yu-Gi-Oh to get that far. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, no, there isn't. They don't tell you what you need to have in your deck in order to do it. And then there's some people where if you have Exodia pieces in your deck, you can't fight them. It's weird, you know. and then you have to beat them like 10 times to get their other versions, and it's, I don't know. Like if you enjoy Yu-Gi-Oh and you just want to practice, yes, that's a good game. But I don't know. For me, some duelists are just not fun to fight. Like even on Yu-Gi-Oh Pro, like the client that I use to test out decks and stuff, like some decks are just annoying. You know what I mean? And fighting them actually makes you make a worse deck because you're worried about countering how much stuff they put in their deck, and now you made a deck that's not as good. You know what I mean? Because I remember I had that problem when I was only doing PvP. You know, like I'd fight somebody and I'd get like thrashed because they drew better than I did, and instead of trying to find better cards to make a better combo that'll hold up to what they're doing, I would I would put trap cards in my deck. Like I had a deck and it was just Mirror Force and trap holes and all this stuff. It's like, dude, now when I'm trying to have a turn, I set all my cards, and now all my advantage, if someone has Feather Duster, it's gone. I just wasted my time. You know what I mean? Where if I just focus on making good combos and like, taking advantage of the situation, decks are better. So I don't know. You might have a different opinion on that. Like we all play differently. You know what I mean? Like I'm a very hyper aggressive player. Oh, see, I can't do that. I used to do that and it was fun, but like think about nowadays. Nowadays making a good deck takes money. You know what I mean? Like look at you see the streams of those people doing pulls online, like dude, I can't afford it. I can't afford to give Master Duel thousands of dollars just so I can have a suitable deck. You know what I mean? And the worst part is that like you usually can buy singles in real life for cheaper. So like for example, if you look at Yugioh now, there's some new Chaos Synchro cards that came out. If you want what is it? If you want Chaos Angel, it's like 34 bucks. All right, that's not great at all, because Chaos Archfiend is like 80 something cents. Like I don't know why. It's really hard to summon if you don't know what cards to use, but if you do know what cards to use, absolutely, it's fun. But yeah. Yeah, but that's why I play Yu-Gi-Oh Pro. You know, you can make whatever decks you want and you can have fun, and you don't have to worry about losing because someone put more money in the game than you, you know? If you lose at Yu-Gi-Oh Pro, it's because either someone made a better deck than you or you lost a coin toss, you know what I mean?